do we have here? Greetings, this is Yongzun Choi. In this note, I would like to inform you that the main story, Chapter 12, the new story, Season 2, new contents, and other modifications improve conveniences. Conveniences, huh? New story for Exos Season 2. Okay, I can't beat 11, so that's awesome. It's progressing quite quickly. Main story, Chapter 12, Inherited Power, that's cool. Consists of 13 episodes. Okay, so it's going to go from 1 to 12. Alright, because additional story for Season 2 is consists of 13 episodes. Does that mean Chapter 12, 13? I think that's how they all go. I'll check that out here in a second. Check out the sequel to Chapter 11. Vagabond Star. Above may change during the actual update. Okay. We are planning on updating the new PvE content from which you can claim both daily and weekly rewards. Figure out your own meta for the combination of Guardian Stones and earn scores by defeating core raid bosses who will endlessly get stronger and stronger. Okay, different bosses from the previous core raid will appear day by day. Different bosses from the previous core raid. What is this core raid? Is this I think those core raids are thing that's going on right now. I'm not sure either. I can check it out too also. So I'll have to be checking out the core raid, and I want to check out how many episodes are in these things. To defeat them, the stage of the day will increase. I guess if you beat this, it'll get harder. As the stage progresses, the boss gets stronger, and obtainable core increases as well. Heroes who have participated in final stage battle of the day will not be available, so that kind of sucks. In other battles for the week, I don't like that. They already do that for the treasure hunting or whatever, where like you can't use those same characters, so like you get less and less and less and less and less during the week, unless you have like everything's maxed out, which I don't think that's possible with the amount of drop rate of RNG that you get in this game. Oh man. Currently the content is developed. Currently the content is developed as free version. Daily and weekly rewards are excluded in this version, and we'll set them on them next month. Currently the content is developed as a free version. This for the heroes have participated. Yeah, so this is going to be free. Daily and weekly rewards are excluded in this version. So are we going to be paying next month since this is a free version? I guess TBD, right? Alright, director's intention. We have developed the Infinity Core. That's the Infinity Core, okay. In need of the new content in which users could enjoy using as many heroes to figure out their own meta for the content. I get what you're saying. I get it. That's all that matters is that we understand. Challenge for the best. Challenge your best score with the best team. He1's old store. This is the shop where you can use currency from. I actually looked into these tokens. Yeah, that'd be dope. If you gave me like 118 to start, but 5 costs 100. But it's really expensive for the zest because it's 100 zest or 1,000 zest for 10. I think, pretty sure. I can also check that out. So that's 3 things I need to do. But only for like 3 tokens, and it could be worth it. But I cosmetic stuff usually is kind of expensive to me. Yeah, these 3 tokens is cool and everything, but I don't know. I don't want to sound like I'm complaining. It's just that I don't like using my zest right now in this game for cosmetic reasons. I wouldn't want to use that blue stuff either, the one that's the one that you pay for up front and then you take that blue essence stuff and then you buy zest with. I don't like that idea. Why that is because the characters right now are the reason to even play the game. They're the ones that they dictate the tempo. They're the ones that are like, all right, if you have, I believe this is Bathory, right? if you have her, if this is her name, because again, I only recently got her, and I got her like 1 star, so not 1 star, but just 1 copy. And if you have like 5 copies, you can obviously enhance her up to 5 times. Um, Elemental enhance. I can't even enhance her, so I don't even feel like there's a point in me even using her. But I mean, I guess she's so OP. I guess it doesn't really matter. Anyway, that's a moot point because this is a personal thing, and you know, it doesn't affect the game that much unless you're trying to beat Chapter 11, and then she's kind of critical for it in certain things, and it's just like, oh boy. So now I gotta pay Zez for these like cosmetics, which I kind of wish you would just, you know, use something else. You use something else that maybe like, I don't know, maybe milestones or something like that. But I'm already like, maybe you get like per. Maybe I'm just double dipping here. This is a bad idea, but because as I'm thinking it, I'm literally thinking as a company point of view, they're losing money from this idea anyway. So this would be really bad if you drew characters, right? So you want me to get multiple characters. That's how this game works. You want me to get multiple characters. So, but you also want me to like pimp them out. Or you don't want to. This is like for us. This is like, hey, if you want to, right? You know, show your pride or whatever. Or how cool you can get your shit to look like. That's fine. That's great. But I really don't want to invest this much money in it. So this is maybe not for me. So anyway, directors are there currently. That really went on a tangent because I really feel really weird about spending Zest or money, real cash, USD or whatever dollar denomination that you reside at, for multiple different things. Like one, I don't know. Just shut the hell up. Keep moving. Let's see. Currently, only growth materials and recruit heroes can be exchanged for world event items. The new recipes, national recruit ticket, die coupons have been added to increase the utilization of world event items. What? Added new recipes to door to creation event item. A new recipe is added to the door creation event. Items can be obtained from the world by explorations for 2 weeks. So that's temporary. If I'm reading this right, event items can be obtained from the world by explorations for 2 weeks. So I got 2 weeks to explore for these things. The new recipe does not have a separate limit on the number of times and can obtain national recruit tickets and die coupons. So for 2 weeks, they're going to give you another way which is good. That's what I was complaining about, right? So they almost answered my question, but I would have almost, or not my concern. But my concern is to not have this cost me one thing when the most important thing that generates you money is doubling down on the duplicates of these characters, right? So I used to play this game, I forget now the name of it, where you would buy a character one time. The character is the main focus of your game, right? That character would level up and hit a cap, and it hits the cap on, let's say, chapter 12 or chapter 11, right? So on chapter 11, your character can only go up to 110, and then when chapter 12 comes out, your character can go up to 120, and so on, right? Effectively, the dragons would also bump up 10 levels, and but the weapons was the main, gotcha part of it. You rolled for weapons and you hoped that you would get their weapon so that you can put duplicates on that, and that had an RNG factor that sucked because it took you a while to get these weapons, and then you could fail, and it was just asking for a lot. But at least the character didn't have to get duplicates. Either way, you're gonna get duplicates, right? And you bought skins. Skins was an option. You could have the most high level character with the nicest gear of dragon gear and your main weapon, and the thing that would differentiate you would be your weapon and your gear. If you stacked your 5x or whatever 5-star gear. Um, I don't know. It was called King's Raid. King's Raid, that's what it was. I had to look it up just now because it was tripping me out that I didn't remember the name of it. And honestly, that long ass rant that I just had explained nothing, I think, because it still doesn't really. I'm still not coming across how skins should be. And Fate Cores essentially are skins plus abilities. I think skins should never change the outcome of a game. If a skin makes you want to buy it because God, my girl looks so good, or my dude looks so like tough now because he's got this extra armor that looks legit, then okay, I'm gonna pay you. I really like that what you're putting out there, so I'm gonna buy it because, or at least rent it, because you're not really buying it. The service can go down tomorrow and the game's gone. But anyway, so I'm effectively saying, good job, I want that, or at least let me borrow that. Let me show everybody, hey, I got that new nice, that new hot, and let me wear it. But that new hot should not give you a damn thing. You know what I mean? The work that you put into your character, or the money that you threw down on your, the wallet that you threw down on it, should reflect it on either your armor or your weapons, possibly your dupes. Dupes are fine. I prefer the League of Legends kind of way as well. League of Legends says, hey, you can buy it if you play enough games, and the new characters cost like 6,400, and you just buy them, and you just put the guy up there, and then if you like the skins and if you like playing that guy and you really enjoy it, boom, you can play it. But that character doesn't get buffed for a skin. They might buff the character, but everybody gets the buff whether you have the skin or not, and that's really, really good. That's really key. I don't think buying and paying for skins shouldn't buff you. I'm not saying that this is buffing you. This is good. It's just that you're paying for this and you're also paying for the other thing. And it's like, just make up your mind. Make me pay for one thing, or make me have the characters be like really strong, and let me have the skins for some other currency. The characters I should be able to get free, kind of, because it helps you promote whether they're worth having or not. So I can actually get a free character, right? I'll get Beth for free, right? And then I play her and I'm like, oh man, she's really good. Now I want to spend like the money or whatever on her, maybe her equipment. Her equipment is what makes her stronger. See, you have a battery, I have a battery. 1v1, it all depends on who goes first, right? Because now your battery, does whatever. And then if you have a comp behind that, now it's just all that matters is your comp versus my comp. And if our comps are just really, 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 strong, and they dance really well, and it's just like, oh, we can't crack this shell. The ultimate decider now is your weapons. Whether you've grinded more. Like, if I grind more than somebody that pays more, I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I think there's something there, but whatever. The difficulty, currently only growth materials and recruit heroes can be exchanged in world events items. The new recipes have been increased to utilize for world event units. Yeah, I don't even know what that even means. Currently, only growth materials and recruit heroes can be exchanged for world event items. So, okay, world events. Let's do it. Whatever that means. Season 2, Chapter 11 improved. Dungeon difficulty. Yeah, what? The difficulty of Chapter 11 added in the new update has been improved so that all users can play the new story for Bruin. We could all play it. I'll tell you right now, I played it. I'm hard stuck on 6 because, again, I didn't have Bathory. I didn't know that Ulum could break if you used her passive. Because, again, if you actually click on the character's passives, it's almost like it's really hard with all the up and down scrolling they do, and it's just like, dude, I don't even want to read your shit. You make this fucking game too difficult for me to want to invest the time to learn it. And now you're actually saying that you're gonna, drop levels, the difficulty possibly, difficulty, yeah. improved dungeon difficulty. Ouch. Weekly report improved. The Benston Air Squadron battle embodiment of Avarice and Infinite Core. Infinite Core changed to a weekly report category format for convenient review. Sure. Manage heroes, team optimize, and functional changes. The shortcut has been added from manage heroes to unleash potential. Manage heroes to unleash. Okay. Where's this at though? In order to speed up the manage heroes and team entry, the following list has been modified. The basic display information was changed from hero combat power to hero specific names. Okay, relax. The criteria for sorting heroes have been changed. Combat power tiers, blah 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 blah. So after tier, star grade level. That. So what? Now you don't have combat power? That idea? I like combat power because if I want just a balls to the wall team, whatever. These could be QOLs and it could be fine. Heroes with diverse. Where are we looking at? K-pop. I like K-pop stuff sometimes. I liked it for League of Legends. It brought a lot of love to the game and you know with the videos and stuff. So I don't know. It could be the same here. Maybe not. I don't know. Heroes with diverse personalities united under the bright lights. Heroes who have different personalities and preferences. See, here's another thing. I don't know who any of these characters are, right? I don't. Just from watching other people's channels, I know that they some people have these characters, but these aren't the characters that I've put time in. They don't drop. This game does not. Oh, here we go. This game does not drop enough currency to fulfill these dreams of hey, you got new stuff. You should you know. Okay. What? Yeah, alright, cool. Page down actually works. So okay, so we have Aiden, Janai, Monica, Wilkes. I don't use these guys, and honestly, I just started using Bathory, and 4 new characters are gonna get some limelight, so that's dope. All right, so if I remember correctly, I wanted to talk about the how many chapters, right? How many if it's 13, it's 13, and that means the next chapter is gonna have 13 episodes, which is fine. All right, so this is 12. So I mean, I'm assuming if I read that correctly, the next chapter will have 13 episodes, right? All right, fine, whatever. I can't pass episode 6, and a lot of people are like stuck on 11. I'm like, I'm stuck on this, dude. All right. Here's another thing. Check this out. For some reference, okay. If I want to do lunar and solar trade, they're both the same. So let me just go into it. So lunar and solar trade have lunatic dungeon available only if I've unlocked completing 11, 12 main story. Okay, I can't get to past 6. I'm not saying I'm strong or I'm weak or I suck, but I am saying that I suck and that I'm weak. But this so this monthly season mission is asking me. Okay, it's asking me to do Solar Trade 8 and Lunar Trade 8. I have 8 days left, right? 8 days left to get these. Can I in 8 days? No, not possible. Not possible. No way. Better players than myself are stuck on 11, and I'm stuck on 6. The amount of items dropped is not enough. I tried to focus on certain characters to build them up and stuff, and I couldn't. So okay, let me try the strategy that like the best, Exos player used. So now I have to take off all of the items from my best character to put it on this other character that may or may not work if I do it, right? So I have to spend Zest or gold or whatever. And I've been, like I said, I've been spending a crap load of gold on hooking up my characters. So it's not showing here. Is that little thing here? No. So my gold right now is tight, boy. I mean, COVID-19 has hit my money because I'm not going to work no more. You know what I'm saying? Look at this, 155. That's nothing. That's not good at all. I lose these, and yet I have these in the beginning of the game. So whatever. So I have very little gold because legitimately trying to, you know, upgrade certain characters that I've been told or that I've watched other people do and have really good success with. So they've had success with Bathory. She was at like level 75 for me. And I obviously her weapons and all that crap aren't good. Oh. But so she is what, magic? Is that magic? Yeah, so she's a magic. So her armor should be magic as well, right? Yeah, it's all magic there. So I would have to pick like my best character. I think she's magic. So I'd have to like undress her and then give her all that just so I can see if I can make that. So let's unequip. Just holy crap. So let me unequip her. So I gotta pay 90. Yeah, sure, just to beat the level is great, but I really don't want to do that. I don't want to pay 90. I may need that 90 to push me over the top, because as you can see, my first awakened character is Xeon, and my next one's going to be Scarlet. I think I want to make a fire team, but a fire team is irrelevant right now when they want you to use light green and I believe it was machine, right? So they want you to use those three, so I can't use these two. Like, they're pretty much worthless. They'll just die. And I really want to awaken her because I have her weapon. And that's, to me, those are the reasons I want to awaken these characters. I got lucky, I drew their weapons, and I want to, you know, go ham with them. So, but, you know, in the grand scheme of things, the game itself, it has things that are locked. Holy crap, what is your problem? It has things that are locked, right? And if I'm going to awaken a character, I'm going to awaken a character I like. And I have two more to awaken. So I'm going to awaken her, Scarlet, and maybe Iris. So it's funny enough that they're not like the top tier characters. They're just the top characters I enjoy, you know, using. One gives me mana, the other ones have, you know, their special weapons, whatever. And this is another bust too. Oh my god. The equipment in hand sucks because, again, I have to sell... What kind of items do I have to... I believe I have to dismantle faded level 6. Well, actually, they're all going to be level... or level 4, whatever. I think they all... I have to dismantle these guys right here. For these. For this currency. So, I got my first R1 because I finished the thing over here. This guy. I finished the Awakening. So this is done. And that's what I got. I got a top hat, which is neat. I got that. I almost want this because I'd get another chance to get, you know, another weapon. And for however... I don't know if this is worth it. It could be, unless... If it gives me the choice of picking a Rara, so I can, like, get her to level 3. I just don't have enough copies. But I don't like spending that kind of crazy money. Especially, like I said, we're in a recession. I'm not rich over here. I'm not a whale. Let me do this and I'll get back to you. I mean, unless you consider being a whale, buying the monthly $9 pass. If that's whaley, then yeah, I guess so. But I've seen some people like spend like $500-600, and it's like, just to generate buzz. Let me look at these characters real quick. The ones that I saw there: Aiden, Janai, Monica, and Wilkes. Cool. So Aiden's here and Janai's here. Cool. So at least they're back to back. So Aiden, I have him. I think he's 3-star, and I don't think you can mess with him. I've gotten him up to like 45, so I don't even know what he does. Attacks. So all this is going to be relevant anyway. He does single target, he does AOE, and he might be like super badass. There's a lot of good detail on the guy. He looks like strangely enough, like a manlier Legolas. So that's that. Sweet ponytail, long hair. You know, he's been alive for a long time, though he's still young looking, but he's probably like 300 years old. Janai, she might be like the you know, the K-pop head, because she's the only faded character. She's probably got a lot of back problems. Mana absorb 3, so she absorbs full mana, afflicts charm. She does charm, so that is. Hopefully they don't do like what they did with Bernie. Hopefully they won't do what they did to her like they did to Bernie, where they gave her basically just not much. They didn't give her much, so the next one is Monica. Monica, I think she is pretty cool looking. I don't think anyone else looks like this. She's got punk rock all over her, and kind of an emo punk. So she's probably a firecracker. You know, she's just not someone you want to like. You don't date her. You show her that you're the man before she can like even be interested in you. You know. I've never been with that kind of girl, but I've tried to, and I've failed in impressing. But she's dope. She looks really cool. And then Wilkes looks really cool too. She looks like Storm, like a much younger Storm. But bro, like her fucking outfit is very simple, but all this right here makes her look so good. Like white on black and black on white looks so good. Period. Obviously they contrast. And then whatever her abilities are there. But look, I didn't put any attention to these characters. I didn't give them anything. So now you're kind of asking me to do more to get them up there. And I really don't have enough materials to immediately just drop 4 new bonds. Like if I get those 4, if I choose to, because what I really want is I'm hoping for Xeon to get like a new like do, because you know he's gonna have like hopefully the arm in the sling, and he's gonna have the short hair, and he's just gonna look a little more like life has actually, you know, right here he looks very optimistic and very young and youthful. His core looks I apologize if you like it, but this looks like it's too much. It's just no contrast. It's all like, hey, I'm wearing a lot of gold and stuff, and that's why I'd rather just keep it here, because this is more eye pleasing to the eye's palette, because it's like, all right, you have darker colors with brighter colors. It's not like, hey, look, I'm looking at the sun. They tell you not to look at it. All right, so don't do it. But as far as materials, okay, so let's see if we can awaken her, and we can. I'm almost set up for her, right? So it's gonna cost me waters. I got some waters, so I got enough for the 3, which is what I really wanted. But I just don't have, what is it, to like level a character up. You're gonna see I barely have anything to level up. This is it. I'm dumping everything onto her. Yes, I should be putting everything onto Bathory or whatever. Or maybe somebody's level 75 Bathory's doing it, and because I was using the Bathory Ulum combo, and I like Ulum. I like this Ulum too. She looks cool. She's floating, and she's got like whatever, like 3 like those staffs, or not staffs. What the hell are these called? They're like kind of like shield weapon things. I don't know what the hell they are, because they have like a shield here. You don't use these like swords. You use these for thrust if you're gonna use them. But so she's packing, but she gets clapped. Man, I mean, she gets clapped. She actually may be my third awaken. I might actually awaken her 3rd, because she's I don't know, she's good. Now that I found out that her and Bathory together equal chaos, the tranquil passive, and again, I look at this. I can click on this, right? Do you have it? Yes. This is annoying. This is annoying as hell. Other characters have passives that are just like 300 times longer. Like, I should just be able to click here once, the passive should just come up, or hold it down, and the passive should come up, and I should just be able to either scroll up, and then on top of that, you see these little nice, cute little gain mana, barrier of will, buff, debuff. all those little, like, all those words that you guys, or excuse me, that the company, emphasized, right? I should be able to click on it and it should give me more explanation. It should, further enrich the experience of the characters, passive. Like, I'm gonna tell you exactly what this means. Who else has this buff? Where do I find it? Are you doing a lot of hand holding? Kinda, but could you not just have it there? You know what I mean? Like, that's helpful information. You want your players, your anyone who's playing a game, you would think you'd want them to have an easy time, navigating through what seems very, very, complex, because you have the world. It's okay, so maybe it's not complex, but in most games, right, you'll have you can go into like you can go into your little backpack, right? Boom, backpack. And then your backpack will have your items. And then you can go in and then you can go right back out. And then like this one can be right your heroes. Boom, you click your heroes, you're in, and then you're out. Have I left the fucking map yet? No, I haven't. Usually I'm like I'll go into the map and then the map will have just the stage stuff. So here you have stage stuff, but guess what? In the town you also have stage stuff, and this town is just all right. So you're watching how long it just took me to get in here, and I'm on internet right now. I'm hard cabled in, not using Wi-Fi, just, and then all these events are there. So maybe make those events in your world map, and maybe the airship should only have everything related to the characters, and that's it. Also, please, and I don't know if this was in the in that list of things, but this little team thing here should be available everywhere, because right now this team and this chapter kind of need to go hand in hand. Because right now, because of chapter 11, the forcing of this dude into my team, uh, it automatically leaves a gap or a fifth slot open right here, as you can see. So because what's your name, guy? You're not even good. All right, whatever. Whoever your name is, whoever you are, he is, clicking that block. He's taking that spot up. So now I can no longer put my 5-man roster out here, because I have to literally do Path of Trials, then click out, then go to the airship, and then be allowed to do something as simple as put 5 characters out there to gain XP while I'm sleeping or not playing the game. It's just kind of weird. It's just do the devs play their own game is my question. Are they playing their own game? Are they testing out what is actually going on here? Because they would see a lot of inconsistencies. They would see a lot of things that like bother them. They would be like, man, this doesn't seem right. Let me write a ticket. Let me send it to whoever does program coding or whatever. I'm like, listen, man, this is whack, son. This is not playing out as easy as you would think. Why does that force me to do it? It should only force me when I go into it, right? So right now I have my 5-man squad, and they gotta, I don't know, maybe they don't have enough servers or something, and maybe they need to, but I know the lag is kind of an issue. But if you, I don't know, it's all over the place. So right now I have 5 characters. Sorry, wrong one. If I click story, I'd have to go into the story, and then when it kicks me back, I won't be able to put a fifth character in here. So if I wanted to go and get some items from this guy, right? He drops some good stuff. He's probably one of the, oh my goodness, this app right now is tripping. But if I wanted to get all this stuff, it wouldn't allow me to do that. And I don't really feel like showing it, but if you guys are playing the game and you guys are at this level, you guys will probably know what I'm talking about. So anyway, the Awaken is cool. I like this. I hope they do this. I hope they do this maybe on like every 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, one of these, because I actually enjoy things. I enjoy games that don't punish, that honestly stamina shouldn't be a thing. If I build a gacha game, I have no stamina. I want you to play as much as you can. I want you to be engaged on my game as much as possible. If you do everything and you're bored and you're at the end of everything, I'm gonna try to do new stuff. But you shouldn't be penalized. If you're at work and you leave your phone running and you're like, all right, go get me some resources. That time that you've invested on that. That's why the exploration is really good, because like, all right, I'm gonna go to work. I know I'm gonna be at work for like 5 or 6 hours, because that's a generic example, right? So 5 or 6 hours, I hit the explore, and I'm gone for 5 or 6 hours. I know that my game is doing something for me. It's almost like I'm gaining interest, and I like that. And then I come back, and it's like, oh, let me get all these things or whatever, and I like that feature. I really do. It's kind of like that, away, and then you get that. Here's another thing I do like that I think all games, like gacha games and games in general, like, okay, so you get characters, and so you have a team, and let's say this team in like in an anime, they're all fighting, and you got Naruto, right? You got Naruto, and then you got Sasuke, and you got Sakura. Let's just say you start off with those three in the game, but then you get Ino, you get Choji, you get Shikamaru, you get Gata or whatever, and then you start adding them up to your roster. They should all level up with you at the same time. So if your Naruto is level 90, all of them should be level 90, because that way, if something happens that's special, your character should be that way. They're all rolling with you. They're all on the same ship. They're all going in there. Yeah, only 5 of them are fighting, but maybe have them do like things where, like, yeah, maybe some of them are repairing the ship. Some of them are doing something that, because in real life, if you have an army, all of your army is gaining experience at the same time. You're not gaining experience with just your main characters. Maybe you gotta. I mean, what is it? Naruto and Sasuke are the two, protagonists of the show, of the anime, or whatever the hell it is. But maybe and those are the two god tier characters that you're eventually gonna get. But they're not getting it because everyone else isn't trying. These people aren't just sitting on the boat, right? They're out there. They're helping. And if they're on the boat, bro, yo, there should be a gym and everybody should be using it, because it's just like, why do I have all these characters that are just, whatever, and then have some other ability, because I want to be able to, like, that would be really neat, because you could have characters at all times being at all same levels, and if you want to use a different strategy, you have it. You're not stuck in this, like, oh man, I put all these eggs in these 5 baskets, and then this other 5 baskets, these 10 new baskets that I could use for strategies. I don't have enough items to put into these baskets whatsoever. So then what do you feel like? You feel like, hey, you feel like you can't compete or you can't move forward. So then you have to kind of stop. And then they give you this. They give you something that lasts for a month. I got 8 days left, right? Something that lasts for a whole month. 8 days later, now they're saying they're going to reduce the difficulty of the of chapter 11. And honestly, I'm about to run out of time. Resources I don't have. You don't drop resources, and maybe a little too late. A little bit way too late. A little bit way too late for that. Food for thought, or no thoughts and no food, because again, you'd have to watch this to actually even get it. This is cool, but this, honestly, price tag, very steep. It goes from 450 to 450 to what? What? This stuff, this gold stuff, this gold R1 maybe should be R1 like that. This right here, I was really happy when this first came out, because I was like, all right, cool. I am legit, being given the those armors versus, rolling for them. Where are you? Whereas here, I'm not guaranteed anything. I'm not guaranteed a good drop. I'm not. With 35, I'm afraid that I might get one. So I'm actually waiting 2 weeks. Every 2 weeks, I do these, and I stopped doing this because this was dumb. Initially, I was like, I did it, and when I first started, and this kind of carried on. So initially, when I first started, I was getting like a few hundred, and I was like, man, a few hundred, and there were like 50 a piece for draw, or 35 or something like that, or 50. I think it's like 50 a piece. So every few hundred, by the end of the month, I barely got to 2,000. Right now, I can do 2,000 in like 3 or 4 days, especially on the weekends. I get like 640 for Saturday and Sunday, I think. I don't know, and I don't even understand really why. I think it's just no elements or something like that. Or maybe just whatever. But this would give me a guaranteed element or a guaranteed equipment, and I like doing that. But now 2,000 is just so much easier to just spend, and you get maybe 2 or 3 almost guaranteed. So it's like, that's dumb. Don't do that. Don't. This right here. This right here should be a lot less for guarantee, maybe 1,000, and no limit. Don't put a limit. Seriously, once a month, no limit, bro. Stop it. You should have like the 500 for one, maybe 3 limit, right? Because it's 500, you'd be like popping, those for days, and maybe you have a less chance of getting the better stuff, and maybe like the 2,000 could be like for guaranteed 3 faded, and then maybe 4,000 for an R1 faded, guaranteed period stop, right? So this is, I don't know, it's just kind of weird. It's just kind of dirty, and I don't know. It and I don't want to sound like I'm complaining, and I'm seriously, after like 45 minutes of rambling, which I'm gonna try to reduce right now by cutting and editing a little bit. The good thing I like about this game, obviously, is I enjoy the fact that these characters don't look like little kids. I can't stand chibi games. So when a girl's standing up and she looks like this, guess what? Looks good. Looks great. I'm not looking at these little, 20, 30-year-old female models looking like, I don't know, dolls. Don't like that. I don't like that at all. They have, they have interesting things like passes and monthly things and stuff like that, and awakens, and they're constantly throwing you a lot of zest, which I really enjoy. This game is probably the most generous when it comes to zest, in my opinion. I really do. I've played a whole bunch of mobile games, and usually by like the first the first 7 days, and then after that you get all your diaries. Here your diaries, but it's achievements. Usually you get these achievements, and boom, it's done. And then your weekly, you don't even get 250 or something like that. You get like 30, and then this one's like 10 or 5, and they really turn the faucet all the way down to drip, and it's like, oh, I'm thirsty. We gotta wait another month so I can get 700. This game gives you like about like almost 2, maybe 3. I don't know who's playing that's getting more, but I get about 2.5, I think. Maybe 3 draws, so it's like about 2,100 zests a week, which that's not counting the dailies that this drops. So I get like times that, so that's 210 right there. So it's really generous. I think to me it's very important that a game lets me get the in-game currency for free faster, like not free, but like at a higher rate. And you're almost saying, hey, you're the money that you're going to give me, because I will pay you money for things like that. You're also kind of rewarding me back, and I appreciate that. So always take care of your customer, right? You take care of your customer will always return. You don't want your customer to obviously treat you like these people in airplanes that think they can do whatever they want with the you owe me this, man. It's my seat. I don't have to wear a face mask. It's like, bro, you're on an Airbus. You're on a bus that flies. Sit your ass down and wait till you get to your stop, and just get the hell off the airplane. Stop being a dick. See, that I'm not being a dick. I'm criticizing, but I'm not like I'm not gonna go into your house and be like, man, the tea that you just served me is hot. I'll say thank you, and I'll like, that tea was really, really hot. I waited, and then I drank it, and it was really tasty. Maybe next time I'll buy you a beer, and I'll bring it over, and then we'll share one. I'll buy myself one. I'll buy you one. We're good. So I don't know. I'll leave it at that. Have a good day, man, because I've said enough.